What is going on, everyone? It's Brody back in to answer another tennis question. Today's tennis topic is going to be why the Babolat Pure Drive is so popular. Now, in case you've been living under a rock for the past, I'd say 20 to almost 30 years, almost 30 years exactly, you have probably heard of the Babolat Pure Drive. Now, the Babolat Pure Drive, it came out in 1994 and is still probably the best, one of the best selling, if not one of the top selling rackets in all of tennis still to this day. It's gone through many different generations. I think it's on its 10th or 11th iteration right now. So this racket's around, it's been around, it's going to stay for quite a while. So the question is then, why is it so popular? Why has it stood the test of time? And what keeps people coming back to it? So one of the main things about the racket is the fact that this racket is probably one of the most all-around playable best rackets for nearly everybody who is playing tennis. The reason being is that this racket is a power racket in itself as well as an all-around type racket. What I mean is that while the racket can do almost everything, it's designed to be a little bit more helpful with power. That comes from Babolat being just a bit more of a stiffer brand right away, because the way the rackets are made, they're stiffer, so they offer more power in general. But the way that the frame of the racket is designed, Babolat makes it so that the Pure Drive is going to be more powerful too, even on top of that. So the Pure Drive, I've explained this a little bit in a few other videos, but it comes in multiple different sizes, comes in multiple different variations of it. You have the Pure Drive, you have the Pure Drive Team, you have the Pure Drive Lite, you have the Pure Drive Tour, you have the Pure Drive Plus, you have the Pure Drive 107, you have the Pure Drive 110. There's a lot going on with the Pure Drive. So there's a reason why it's there. It's because the Pure Drive, it very much takes care of a lot of the needs of many players, especially those who are starting out, or if they need a little bit more help from the racket with power, or just almost anything else. The racket is able to do so much more. That's where a lot of people really love the Pure Drive, because easy access to power, comes in a bunch of different categories. You have lighter weight versions, you have a heavier version, you have a longer version, you have a bigger version in the head. There's so many different things going on with the Babolat Pure Drive that you can really just find almost anything you need in this racket. They also even have a Pure Drive 98 version now, which is more control on a power frame. So boom, there you go. It's got almost everything. Now, one thing I will say about the Babolat Pure Drive is that the racket, while it's great for many, it's not for all. The reason being is that the Pure Drive, in just Babolat in general, it is a very stiff racket. What that means is that while, yes, it helps provide you more power by being stiffer, it means that there's a lot more shock and vibration going back to your arm every time you hit the tennis ball. So if you've had shoulder surgeries in the past, or you're prone to tennis elbow, or you just had arm injuries in the past or issues with it, the Pure Drive may not necessarily be for you, because it could cause those to flare up again. And we don't want anyone getting hurt while we're playing tennis. We're all there to have fun, have a good time, and just enjoy playing tennis and being together with everyone. But if you're using a racket that's hurting you and you just like, I have to stop, I can't do this, my arm hurts, that's not fun. No one wants you to be in that pain. You don't want to be in that pain. And then you have to go to the doctor, see all that, go through all the medical things, and that's not fun. We don't want to do that. We don't want anyone to do that. No. We want you happy, healthy, and playing tennis. That's what we want. So that's where the Pure Drive can come in if you are looking for that racket that is going to be very helpful for you, and you want it to be a more power-friendly frame. Go ahead. If you've never had arm issues, you've never had a problem with it, Pure Drive, pretty great option. Now, as I will always say whenever I'm talking about a racket and it's new to you, you have not used it before, you should always demo the racket. This is going to be the safest option for you to make sure that you actually like the Pure Drive, because like I said, it may be for many, but it's not for all. You do not have to be in the many. You can be the other part that does not necessarily jive with the Pure Drive, because not everyone jives with it. I personally would not use it as my own personal racket. I I do not want all of that power that the Pure Drive offers because I prefer a more control-oriented type racket. And that's fine. That's the great thing about tennis. We get to choose what we like, what we want, and what we don't want. But for many other people that I've talked with and that I've helped with picking out a racket, the Pure Drive is their go-to and they love the thing. There's nothing wrong with it. So that's why demo the racket, see what you like about it, see what you don't like about it, see how it works with your arm to see if it causes any problems or issues. And if not, if you like it, there you go. You like the Pure Drive. If not, no harm done. You tried it. You're not stuck with it. Great. Cool. There we go. So that's really one of the main reasons the Pure Drives are pretty popular. They're great all-around type rackets. They can do almost anything for you. They have a bunch of different just variations of it to fit almost every tennis need you'll have. You just have to go out and try it for yourself to see if you even like it, though. And that's really all there is to say. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it. Comment down below any more questions that you may have, as well as subscribe to the channel so we can get this channel out there and get rid of a lot of the tennis misinformation that is going around in the tennis community. I saw a lot of it and I took it upon myself to make this channel so that we could get rid of that and get the information from the people who have it to the people who need it. So, as always, like the video, comment down below, subscribe, share this video with a friend if they really are trying to figure out what in the world the Babolat Pure Drive, what all the hype is about. Share it with them so that they can actually see what's going on and whether or not they may even want to demo it. And with that being said, take care.